The American Express Green Card was the first charge card aimed directly at travelers, but in modern times it is often overlooked for the more prestigious gold and platinum cards. But ever since its reintroduction in 2019, I think this card has some pretty good perks that come with it. And with the lowest annual fee in the Amex charge card lineup, $150, it should be fairly easy to eliminate and even profit with this card. So let's take a look at the Green Card, find out who it's for, and what it takes to maximize value. Let's get started. The Green Card is focused mainly on travel perks, like the Platinum Card, making it a really great option if you're looking for travel benefits but can't justify the $550 fee the Platinum Card comes with. And in a lot of ways, the Green Card might surpass the Platinum Card for you because its travel category is much more broad. But first, Right Now is targeting offers with up to 45,000 rewards points after spending just $2,000 in 6 months. That's a pretty low minimum spend for a welcome bonus, and depending on how you value the points, they can be worth up to $900 alone. So it's pretty easy to find this bonus by using incognito mode on your web browser when you visit americanexpress.com. Now, for bonus categories, the Green Card earns 3x points per dollar spent on travel and transit. So the Platinum Card earns 5x on travel, and that's better, right? Well, not so fast. The travel category on the Platinum Card is super limited. You'll earn 5x points only on flights and hotels purchased directly from the airline or hotel itself or through amextravel.com. And the travel category on the Green Card, however, is huge. It includes airfare and hotels, of course, but also cruises, tours, car rentals, campgrounds, and Airbnb. It also includes 3x bonus not just from amextravel.com, but also through most third-party travel websites. And aside from the expanded travel category, the Green Card also earns 3x on transit. And transit includes ferries, trains, tolls, parking, buses, subways, taxis, and ride sharing. I've seen reports that the 3x will even work on bike shares and scooters too. And depending on how you travel and where you live, this could capture a great deal of your everyday spend just getting around. And if you use Airbnb instead of hotels, this is the only Amex card that will earn you bonus points on that stay. Now you'll also get 3x points at restaurants, which includes takeout and delivery, and sites like Grubhub. And that's just shy of the 4x on the Gold Card. Then you'll also get 1x on every other dollar you spend. Now, I'll get into how you can value those points toward the fee in a bit, but first let's take a look at the credits. These credits are pretty generous, and unlike competitive cards from other issuers, namely Chase Sapphire Preferred and the City Premier, it's the only one that offers credits at all. The first credit is for $100 per year towards membership in Clear. All you have to do is pay for your Clear membership with your Green Card, and Amex will automatically refund up to $100 to you per year. This may be pretty valuable to you depending on your home airport. Clear works by bypassing the security line, and at most airports you are escorted to the front of the TSA pre-check line, then go through the less rigorous security screening process. Clear uses bioscanning technology, so you are giving your fingerprint and eye scans to a third-party company, so while that may or may not be an issue for you, it's worth noting. And now this is in contrast to the Platinum Card that provides $100 for TSA PreCheck or Global Entry membership. TSA PreCheck and Global Entry memberships are good for 5 years, whereas Clear actually costs $179 every year. So even with this credit, you'll be out $79. Now, it might be worth it to you, though, if you don't mind the bioscanning and if your home airport regularly has long security lines, even at TSA PreCheck. And then the next credit is for $100 towards Lounge Buddy. So this lets you book lounge access the same day at participating locations. This credit is really going to depend on where you're traveling or your home airport. And in my case, LAX doesn't actually have any participating lounges here, so it's generally going to be worthless to me. But if you can't use it, the cost is around $25 for a pass, so you could use it 4 times in a year or splurge on a more expensive lounge depending on availability. And if you have both the Green Card and the Platinum Card, you might be able to use your Priority Pass membership that comes with the Platinum Card for yourself and combine it with a Lounge Buddy Pass for a companion, making your companion pass free, whereas Priority Pass charges $32 for that companion pass. Now, sadly, these credits aren't as cut and dry in value as most of the Gold and Platinum Card credits, and your mileage will definitely vary depending on your particular travel habits and circumstances. It's worth pointing out that the Green Card also includes a complimentary membership with ShopRunner, which gets you free 2-day shipping at a lot of online retailers, plus free returns. Technically, this membership is worth $79 per year, but I generally don't value it at all because it's not something I would sign up for otherwise. So I won't include the ShopRunner credit in my calculations going forward because of that, but if it's something you would otherwise sign up for, absolutely include it in your own calculations for this card. But already, just between those Clear and Lounge Buddy credits, we're at $200 a year, so the fee is effectively eliminated with a profit of $50 if you can take full advantage of both of those credits, or $129 if you do want to factor in ShopRunner. But what if you can't value the full amount of those credits? Maybe you're the traveler who prefers not to linger in the airport and doesn't partake in lounge access, or maybe the airports you travel to just don't have participating Lounge Buddy locations, which is a very likely scenario. And maybe you don't want to use Clear for some of the reasons I already mentioned. How much would you need in organic spend to eliminate the fee with just rewards earning? Let's take a look. But first, please click or tap on that like button. That was stupid. But really, it shouldn't be too hard to do. $150 at 1.5 cents per point is 10,000 points. So making sure you fully utilize those 3x categories for a very respectable travel category or at restaurants. So at 3x points per point, that would be $3,333.33 in spend over the course of a year, or basically $280 per month on travel and restaurant purchases. And again, your first year is already all profit so long as you qualify for the bonus welcome points. So this calculation really only comes into the decision when you're deciding to keep or cancel after the first year. So those are the bonus rewards earning categories and credits that come with the green card. And just to round out the review, the card also includes great Amex perks like extended warranty protection and purchase and return protection on purchases made with the green card. You'll also get baggage insurance as well as secondary car rental coverage, and that's typical of most credit cards, although the Platinum card gives you primary car rental coverage. You'll also get automatic trip delay insurance on round-trip flights booked with the card. And I'll note that it's trip delay insurance only, not cancellation insurance. So who is this card for? It's clear to me that this is a great option for travelers who don't normally stay at hotels or that like to bargain shop for flights. Or for city dwellers looking for an entry-level travel card, the 3x bonus on transit, taxi, and ride-sharing purchases is pretty great, especially if you live in a city where you don't have a car like New York or San Francisco. In my opinion, the green card actually shines as a companion to the Platinum card. And using the 3x bonus on the expanded travel and transit category combined with the 5x on flights and hotels, you get many more options to earn bonus rewards. So for example, I prefer to stay in hotels when I travel, so the Platinum card is great for me there. But I also like to bargain shop for flights and get deals on upgrades to premium seats for added legroom and priority boarding. So being able to get 3x via many more sources of flights is a huge plus. You'll also want to make sure you carefully compare the green card to competitor cards. And if you're looking for cards to churn for rewards, which isn't really something that I do, but basically there's a whole strategy around the best ways and in which order to get cards for their welcome bonuses to truly maximize reward points. And if you're churning and don't have all of the Chase cards yet, for example, that might be a better option because of the Chase 524 rule, which means that if you have applied for 5 credit cards in the last 24 months, you will not be approved for a Chase card. You'll also want to take into account the bonus rewards available. Right now, the green card is targeting a 45,000 point bonus welcome, but it usually sits at around 30,000 points. That's well below the 60,000 bonus points that Chase offers on the Sapphire Preferred and which Citi offers on the Premier card. Now, Amex Rewards points, Chase Ultimate Rewards points, and Citi Thank You points can all be valued around the same price, up to 2 cents per point, depending on the method of redemption. So while the bonus on the green card is worth up to $900, it's worth up to $1,200 on either Chase or Citi, and those cards come with lower annual fees. So to wrap up, the green card is a pretty competitive card in my opinion, great for entry-level travelers, and especially if you can use that transit and taxi or ride-sharing bonus, and especially if you're looking to get into the Amex Rewards cards. It's also a great companion to the Platinum card to capture bonus spend on categories of travel that the Platinum doesn't cover. You can get the higher bonus from more luxurious travel with Platinum, then use the green card for more everyday types of travel and transit. It's worth keeping in mind that American Express only allows you to get a bonus offer one time per card for life. So it's possible Amex won't have this high of a welcome offer for a while on the green card, so it could be worth getting it to lock in the offer now. And conversely, if you already got a bonus in the past, you can't get it again. So that's what I have for you today. If you like content like this, all about personal finance, credit tips, and anything money related, I'll come out with a video at least once a week. So make sure you subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. And either way, make sure you give that like button some love. It really helps the algorithm pick up my content and share it to more people. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.